Hello, this is Daniel Barber. You're Carlos's insidious single mother, is that correct? Do you really think that you can just make your way into our family so easily?
Insidious single mother. What do you mean by that? What is this about? Our children are getting married next week. It's been planned for months. I heard months ago that you had approved of the marriage. Isn't that right?
Yes, I did approve of the marriage. However, that is unrelated to the fact that he was raised by an insidious single mother who we simply can't trust. Carlos's saving grace is the career path he's on, which is quite promising indeed.
I'm insidious. Why do you keep saying that?
Insidious, noun, gradually and secretly causing harm, treacherous or conniving. Sorry, I should remember to not use big words when speaking to people of your kind.
I know what the word means, and I'm pretty sure that's an adjective, not a noun.
I don't need spelling lessons from someone who belongs in the movie Idiocracy.
It's not a spelling lesson.
Whatever, you understood what I meant.
Anyway, you mean to say that I'm secretly causing harm? You think that I'm evil?
Yes, that's it. I mean, obviously my vocabulary is much richer than yours, but yes. To put it in terms that you would understand, I think you're evil and bad.
But you approved of the marriage. So you have some kind of problem with me, but you like Carlos?
He managed to get himself a job at a Fortune 500 company, so he deserves my respect. He has promise, and I have high expectations of him. He meets the requirements that I have for someone trying to marry my daughter. That is why I gave him my blessing.
Carlos has done really well for himself, hasn't he? Maybe I shouldn't be the one saying this is his mother, but he's done really well.
Yes, the only reason I approved of the marriage is that he seems to have a bright future.
Yes? And so what do you want to say?
I've made a personal decision to consider you and Carlos as completely separate entities going forward.
What do you mean by that? Of course we're separate entities. We're two separate people.
What I mean is that even after they get married, it doesn't make you part of our family. As far as I'm concerned, there is no connection between you and Carlos.
I don't understand what you're saying. You're not making sense.
Oh, I see. It's just as I thought. The reading comprehension of the Idiocracy class is so lacking. I'll explain it simply so that you'll understand. I do not want to accept an insidious single mother into my family.
I've never seen someone so bigoted. And you keep using that word insidious over and over again. Don't you have anything else in your vocabulary?
Oh, shut up. The thought of you being Angela's mother-in-law sickens me. The thought of you making her eat your disgusting food. Ugh, I can't stand it. From now on, don't even think about contacting her without my permission. And don't ask for my permission. You're a shameless woman who doesn't know her place.
My place? Is it so awful to be a single mother?
Of course, it's a crime.
A crime? What are you talking about?
A crime against humanity. I'd accept it if it were only Carlos coming to my family, but all I'm saying is that you are unacceptable to us. Carlos is fine. It's very simple, really. Just accept it and go away without thinking about it.
Just go away? You're saying that I should just disappear from Carlos's life?
Yes, you're finally getting it. It's nice to see that a woman who has muck for brains is finally able to understand something. Even something as simple as this. Oh, please, just go away forever. My wife was also very concerned about having to associate with someone with no class like yourself.
No class?
And yet, you're like a vulture that gave birth to a dove. It's amazing that Carlos was able to climb out of whatever squalor you raised him in.
Birds don't give birth.
Oh, whatever. I don't care. You get the point anyway.
Well, Carlos did indeed climb his way up to high places. I can't disagree with that. He's really talented and smart. I do feel honored to have him as a son.
It sounds like you're starting to recognize your own place. So, you've got it then? You understand what needs to be done, right?
What needs to be done?
Please disappear from our lives. And of course, don't even think of coming to the wedding.
What are you talking about? I raised Carlos all by myself. Now you're saying that I can't even attend his wedding?
My problem isn't that you raised him all by yourself. My problem is with people who get divorced.
What is your problem with people who got divorced?
People who get divorced don't have the patience and persistence that life demands. Men only divorce women when the woman's looks and charms aren't up to his standards. In other words, any marriage that ends in divorce was a marriage between two selfish people.
I'm not sure I follow your logic.
Of course you don't follow my logic. To raise a child in a single-parent household is to force the child into a cruel environment. It's a kind of crime, a crime against mankind.
You're saying such awful things despite knowing absolutely nothing about what you're talking about.
You're the one who abused a child just for your own convenience. Get your act together. On second thought, is your plan to live out there the rest of your life leeching money off your successful son? That's probably it, isn't it?
What on earth? Of course not.
It's just a matter of time before you start pestering him for money, isn't it? As a family, it's important that we pull out the weeds by the roots as they are sprouting.
Weeds? You're referring to me as a weed. You're the one who needs to get his act together. Stop treating me in this reprehensible manner.
Single mother criminal. I think I'll enjoy making fun of you for the rest of my life. In other words, we want absolutely nothing to do with you anymore.
Which is it? Do you want nothing to do with me, or do you want to spend the rest of your life making fun of me?
Who cares? Even a fool like you can be funny from time to time. Please, just take everything that I've said today to heart and act accordingly.
It seems like us talking anymore is a waste of time.
Yes, that's it. You're absolutely right. Never contact me ever again, please.
You contacted me, actually.
Oh, shut up. A selfish woman like you deserves to live out her miserable old age in lonely solitude. I hope you live out your days forever regretting what you've done.
I think that there's going to be a lot of trouble if you don't allow me to go to the wedding. Are you sure you're okay with that?
Of course. Hey, you old hag. You couldn't follow my simple instructions. How dare you show up to the wedding uninvited?
I tried to get into the venue, but I was told that my name isn't on the invitation list. They made me leave.
I told you not to come to the wedding. What can't you understand about that? There isn't a seat for you anyways. We have no seats for old hags who were tossed away by their men. You're the worthless scum of society. You're an eyesore and you should disappear. Just do it for your child.
This is Carlos' wedding that we're talking about. I don't care what you say. As the mother of the groom, I will attend the wedding. I'm attending not just for myself, but for my son's sake.
You still don't understand your place, do you? If you cared about his sake, you would get out of here already. Get lost before you embarrass him.
Is there absolutely no way that you will allow me to attend the wedding?
How many times do I have to tell you? I refuse to allow a single mother piece of trash like you to attend my daughter's wedding. You won't be allowed into the venue, so just get lost.
Fine, I'll leave then.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Oh, and let's never talk again.
That would be great.
Hey, what the heck do you think you're doing? Where are you?
I'm sorry. You told me to get lost, right? Why are you contacting me? I thought you never wanted to speak to me again.
I was saying that you should get lost. Just you. How dare you bring everyone with you? Everyone's gone. I don't want to talk to you, but you need to answer for what you've done.
I didn't do anything. Angela called me when she found out I couldn't get into the venue. She said that she would change the venue so that I could join. I told her that she really didn't need to, but she insisted.
She did what? What kind of nonsense is this?
She said she couldn't believe how you were treating me. She said that it's embarrassing and pathetic how you discriminate against me just because I'm a single mother. She said there's no way she can have the wedding at the original venue because she doesn't want to risk breathing the same air as you.
What? How could she say something so cruel about her own father? There is no way.
She asked if I knew of any venues, and after asking some of my friends, I found another wedding venue that was vacant because of a cancellation. Then everyone just went over to the new venue. Oh, except you. Angela said she would be really angry if anyone told you where it is.
I don't believe you. This is obviously some pathetic underhanded ploy of yours so you could attend the wedding. You really wanted to be at the wedding that bad? This is why I stay away from single mothers. You're absolutely shameless. You think only of yourself and you'll do anything to get your way. Whatever, just tell me where the new venue is.
Nah, I don't think I will.
What? How could you not tell me? I can't get a hold of anybody. I need to know where the new venue is, and no one else is answering my messages or picking up their phones. So, I'm asking you.
She said that she doesn't want to see you.
Oh, don't mess with me. I'm the bride's father. Have you ever heard of a wedding ceremony where you don't invite both of the parents of the bride?
You're saying that even though I wasn't on the invitation list as the mother of the groom, do you have any self-awareness at all?
Of course we're gonna leave the worthless people uninvited. We don't just let anybody show up to our events. If you were allowed in, I couldn't introduce you to other people because of the sheer humiliation of it. I'm an executive at a major corporation. My wife has an Ivy League education. We're on another level from the likes of you. In fact, we're several levels above you.
The thing is, your CEO really seems to have taken a liking to me.
What are you saying? You're dreaming.
Dreaming? She's sitting right next to me. We go way back, actually. We've been friends since high school.
Since high school?
I'm a single mother, but did you know that I started my own business 20 years ago? In fact, your company does a lot of business with the company I founded.
What? No way.
Do you know Goose Power Corporation?
That's our biggest customer. Most of our sales are with them.
That's the company I founded. We do a lot of business with your company, but I only deal with Clara directly.
What? You actually know Clara? Are you serious?
Like I said, we've known each other since high school. Clara and I get along very well. Our orders with your company have been increasing a lot lately, so Clara and I meet up quite frequently these days. I was just explaining to her right now why we have to go to the trouble of going to the new venue for the wedding. She's really mad after hearing about what you've done.
What? What did you tell her?
Naturally, she wanted to hear why we were moving to a new venue. I'm not the type of person to go around lying to people. I told her it's because of how you treated me. Clara asked if she could see the messages you sent me, and I showed them to her.
You're absolutely insane. Of course you're the kind of person to leak private messages.
By the way, did you know that Clara was raised by a single mother as well?
You're lying. This whole thing is just an elaborate lie you've concocted. You're full of schemes and lies.
You're projecting. I showed her the messages you sent me where you insulted me for being a single mother. Clara said reading them made her feel like she'd been insulted by you personally.
I had no intention of that whatsoever. Plus, I've never heard of a CEO from a single mother household. I still don't believe you.
I think you need to get around more. There are plenty of CEOs and other successful people who were raised by single mothers. You really shouldn't hold that kind of prejudice against people. I think you might be the most narrow-minded person I've ever met in my life.
I had no intention whatsoever of insulting her.
She says she's sick of your excuses. Seems like she's gonna hate you from now on, and there's nothing more that you can do about it.
Oh, this is really not good. Please help me somehow, Lindsay.
That's not my name. You should at least remember my name. My name is Linda.
Okay, Linda, please put in a good word for me with Clara.
You're so clueless. I was testing you just now. My real name is Lisa. You couldn't even get it right after you already messed up. Oh, wow. Clara is really angry right now.
Find some other way to calm her down.
Why would I do that? How she feels is up to her. Wait, Angela and Clara are talking together about you now. They're both really mad. What's this? Angela says she's had enough of you. She says she never wants to speak to you ever again. Oh my. Angela says she wants to disown you as her father. Is that even possible?
Disown me? What? A daughter can't disown her own father. And you're lying again. I don't believe a word.
Clara says that she's decided to demote you because of your behavior.
Demote me? Just because she's the CEO doesn't mean she can just do whatever she wants. My performance at work is impeccable. I don't even make mistakes like the others.
The thing is that since your company's business with Goose Power is going to be discontinued, there's going to be a lot less work for you. Plus, it's going to cause a major loss for the company. Just giving you a demotion is too kind if you ask me. She says she's going to move you away from the main branch.
What? We don't have any other branches.
Anyway, I told her that if someone else takes your position, then we will resume our dealings.
See, you're all plotting against me. You're all acting way out of line.
We're acting out of line. Do you think you're in a position to say that to us right now?
Oh, you're absolutely crazy.
Watch it. Haven't you learned where insulting me gets you? She says she's been thinking of starting a new branch in Alaska, and she says you'd be the perfect candidate to go start the new branch. Wow, congratulations! It sounds like she's got special plans for you.
No, I don't want to be sent to Alaska. My wife made me agree that we'd always live in the city before we got married. Plus, she can't stand cold weather. She'll never agree to moving there. She'd divorce me before she'd move to Alaska.
And I should care because why?
I need to be there to defend myself. This isn't fair that you won't let me in. If I can't come defend myself, there's no telling what kind of crazy thing she might do.
Again, why should I care? You reap what you sow. This is all on you.
This isn't just about business, this is about my life. I'm sincerely sorry. I sincerely apologize. Making fun of you was unacceptable, and I'm sorry that it hurt Clara's feelings too.
Apologizing now is not going to accomplish anything. It's way too late for apologies.
Where is your humanity? You should have told me from the very beginning that you are the founder of Goose Power, and none of this would have happened.
I hate it when people flaunt their titles and accomplishments. I don't go around randomly telling people my work history.
Oh, I'll never forgive you for this. In the end, you got to attend the wedding. Isn't that enough? Oh, please, just let me attend too.
That's really up to Angela, and there's no way she's going to allow it.
This is incredulous.
She isn't like her father at all. She's impeccable as a daughter-in-law. I guess it turns out the vulture that hatched a dove was you all along. After that, we finished up the wedding at the new venue without any problems. Daniel's reputation was damaged quite a lot from what happened at the wedding. Everyone was asking why he wasn't there. It seems like he really is being sent to Alaska to start a new branch there. Not as a family man, but as a recently divorced one. If he hadn't made fun of me for being a single mother so badly, he could have lived out his old age together with his wife. Well, I guess it's all just karma. What comes around goes around.
Hey, are you done with work? I just got done, so I'm heading back home.
Hey, you. Yeah, I got done a while ago, too. I'm just in the middle of cooking our dinner. Take a wild guess at what I'm cooking.
Mac and cheese?
Nope.
Hamburgers with fries?
Nope.
Then the barbecue ribs with your onion rings. Yo, man, I love those ribs. Is it the ribs?
Yep.
Nice.
My homemade crispy onion rings with the garlic and herb flavored batter. And the most succulent, juicy barbecue pork ribs you'll ever taste. It's gonna be so good. You'll get a good whiff of it as soon as you open the front door.
Oh, nice. Yum. You're making me hungry already. I love you.
Love you too.
I just got in a cab, so I should be back home in about 30 minutes.
Okay, that's enough time to get the ribs going then.
Nice. Hey, let's talk about the situation with the house then. You've got time while you wait for the ribs to cook, yeah?
Yeah, just give me 1 sec.
Sure.
Okay, I'm good now.
Nice. Did you take a look at the link that I sent you earlier? The home builders. Bain Constructing. I think that's what they called.
Yeah, I did.
I like them. What do you think?
Yeah, they seem legit. I like how they specialize in wooden housing construction. Because remember how I said I'd want our new home to have more of a natural, woody feel to it?
Yeah.
I liked some of the model houses they posted in the image gallery section too. And they don't seem too pricey either.
Awesome.
So yeah, I like them too.
Glad. I already got a quote from them.
Oh, you did? How much did it come to? But wait, we don't even know what kind of house we want to build. How did you manage to get a quote when we haven't decided on the design, etc.?
Well, I just wanted a rough estimate for the mortgage loan. I just thought it'd be good to know how much we could possibly be paying. So I just chose some random options on their request form. Then I got a quote for that this morning.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry. Nothing is set in stone yet. We can change the details later.
Oh, okay then. Phew, that's good to know. Is it all within our budget?
Yeah, at least for the quote that I got. But obviously, the more details we add, the more it's gonna cost us. So we just have to be really careful and selective with what we want to do with our new home.
Yeah. It wouldn't hurt to check out other home builders too. They might give us a cheaper quote for the same design that we're looking for.
Yeah, maybe. But either way, a duplex is gonna cost more than a single family home, so we've got to manage our expectations for that.
Wait, what? A duplex?
What?
Since when did we decide to get a duplex?
I thought I told you.
No. This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
All right. Calm down.
I thought we were getting a single family home. You know, like the Cape Cod style?
It totally slipped my mind, babe. I mean, look. This is probably the only chance we're gonna get to build our own first home. I just thought a duplex would be better.
Yeah, okay, but why not a single family home? What do we need a duplex for?
For mom and dad, of course.
What? Since when were they going to live with us? And what about my parents then?
Your parents are just fine where they live, aren't they? It's mine that has a problem with theirs. Their house isn't built for old folks like them. But we can customize everything, right? I thought we could add those grab bars in the bathroom so they don't slip and whatnot.
What? That's not the point here. Why didn't you talk to me about this earlier? I never agreed to live with your mom and dad.
My bad. But you would be fine with it anyways, right? You like them and you get along with them, right? Oh, don't be so mad.
I do, but you're missing the point. I'm mad about the fact you went ahead and decided to get a duplex to live with your parents. Without telling me about it. I'm going to be living with you too. You know that, right?
Whoa, just relax, jeez.
So wait a sec. That quote you got from Bain Constructing, is that a quote for a duplex then?
Yeah, of course.
I don't believe this.
I don't get why you're so mad about this.
You don't get it, do you?
You're against living with my parents. Is that it?
No, not exactly, no. I just wish you could have at least asked me what I thought about living with your mom and dad. You can't just go around making decisions for the both of us. What happened to deciding things together as a couple?
Yeah, well, what happened to supporting both of our families together as a couple?
No, it's not like I'm against supporting your parents. I'm not totally against living with them either. I just need time to think about it more. And I wish we could have discussed it more. That's what I'm saying.
Well, we don't have time to discuss things in detail. The housing market is crazy. It takes months to find a good home builder, and we finally found a good one. We need to get on it quick instead of wasting time discussing it.
Why are you being like this all of a sudden?
Man, I don't want to get into this with you.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to bed. I put your dinner on the table. Just heat it up or whatever.
Oh, is that what you're gonna be like, is it? I know you're reading my texts, Julia. Julia! Fine, be like that then. Hey, Julia. Oh, please don't still be mad at me. It's been days. Oh, come on, don't be like this.
I'm on my lunch break right now. I don't have the energy for this today.
Yeah, well, you never do.
Can we talk about this later, please?
Well, you never want to talk, so what else am I going to do besides keep texting you like this? Ignoring each other won't get us anywhere. Let's just get the duplex and be done with it. Problem solved. Yeah?
Problem solved? Oh, please. You still don't get it, do you? Let's be clear about one thing here. Even if we do get a duplex, I'm gonna have to cover the mortgage for that, aren't I? Let's be honest, I currently earn more than you, don't I? So it's my money you'll be spending. And if that's the case, then why don't you have the decency to at least tell me how you'd be spending it? Instead of just going ahead and making plans with my money without me? If this new home is somewhere we are both going to be living in, then why didn't you talk to me about things like this before making big decisions? That's what I don't get.
Oh my god, not this again. Is that all you do, complain? Ah, so annoying.
Annoying? Ask anyone and they'll tell you you're the annoying one here.
I can't be bothered to deal with this right now.
That's what I said earlier. I told you I didn't have the energy to talk to you about this. So leave me alone.
Jeez. Okay. Look, I'm sorry. Okay? How's that? You happy now?
Oh, this is so you, Kevin. You don't even mean it when you say sorry. You just say it because you think you can settle the issue and get away with it. But you always just make things worse. You don't even know it, do you?
Flippin' hell. Are you telling me I'm not apologizing?
No, but you just sound so insincere. I know for a fact you don't mean it.
Well then, that's your problem, isn't it? Not mine.
I'm not dealing with this today.
Listen, I've decided to get the duplex. End of story. Okay? Just because you earn a little more than me doesn't mean that you can go around being the boss of me. Got that? I'm the husband. I'm the head of the household and you're my wife. Got that?
Oh my god. What is that supposed to mean? I never knew you to be such a misogynist.
What the? I'm just putting you in your place, woman.
Oh wow. You're unbelievable, you are. How can you still not get why I'm upset? I've told you so many times. I just wish you could have discussed our future plans with me. Which part of that don't you understand? It's not to do with how much we earn or anything.
Yeah, whatever, Julia. I know what you think of me and what you say behind my back. I know that you make fun of me behind my back all the time.
No, I don't. Why would I do that?
No, I know you do, you cow.
What? What's wrong with you?
I know the way you think. I don't live up to your standards with my job. So you think you can disrespect me all you want. You think that I've got to listen to you since you earn more.
That is not true at all. That's insane, Kevin. That is not what I think of you.
Lies.
What? No. And you never told me that this is the way you felt about me. I'm telling you, I don't think like that at all. You're my husband, and I love you for who you are, no matter what. Money has never had anything to do with the way I feel about you. I thought you knew that.
Then why can't you just agree to get the duplex? If you want to show me that you love and respect me, then get the goddamn duplex and prove it to me.
What? Are you being serious right now? What are you talking about?
Sounds like you're telling me that you don't love me.
Well, yeah, no. No, this is so confusing. What would getting a duplex have anything to do with showing your respect and love?
'Cause it shows me that you would do anything for me. And that's real love, isn't it? Isn't it?
Wow.
Fine. I guess you don't love me anymore. That's fine.
No, I never said that, Kevin.
Then prove it.
Kevin!
Fine. I want a divorce then.
What?
I want a divorce. Why would I want to be with a wife who doesn't respect me and my decisions? And what about wanting to take care of my parents? I take it you don't want to take care of them either now, huh?
Great, this again. How many times do I have to tell you?
No, just shut up. Duplex or divorce. You decide.
Are you actually being serious? You're giving me an ultimatum between a duplex or you.
Yep.
You're insane!
Which one is it then?
You know what my answer is?
Spell it out.
Oh, geez, please.
Say it then.
Ugh. You, of course.
Me? I don't think that you mean that.
The duplex. I want you and the duplex. If that's what'll make you happy, then that's what I want as well. Happy now?
Am I happy? What do you think?
I'm not the one who's going to be in a load of bull by getting a divorce anyway. You are.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Well, like you said earlier, between the two of us, I'm the one that earns more. So without my income, how are you expecting to repay the mortgage on the new house? See? I'm not the one who needs you. You need me.
Oh, shut it, you wench. How dare you talk to your own husband like that? You have a filthy mouth on you, you know that. You think you're all above me just because you earn more. That doesn't mean friggin' anything. I'll file for divorce if I want. Watch me.
Fine. Be like that. Go ahead.
I hope you got the copy of the divorce petition that I left on the kitchen table. Apparently they can be filled in online, but I thought you might want a hard copy of it. So I went out and printed them out for you.
Yes, I saw them. I can't believe you actually did that. And you even filled everything in.
Yeah, I told you I would. But if you want me to change my mind about it, now's the time. I'm giving you one last chance, Julia.
That sounds like a threat.
Well then, so what?
No, you're right. I didn't think you would take it this far. I'm sorry. I don't want a divorce. At all. I apologize for everything.
Well, it looks like someone has come around after all. Oh, that's my baby. I know you love me.
Yeah, I do, and I really don't want a divorce. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet?
Sorry, I didn't mean that part.
Okay.
And I'm sorry for not trying to understand you more. I know you just care for your parents like the good son that you are.
Well, I'm glad you understand. Just make sure it doesn't happen again in the future. Because then, now you know that I will divorce you for good. Are we on the same page now?
Yeah, I'll stop fussing over little things like this. It's not worth it. And yeah, I'd like to say that we are on the same page now. Am I forgiven?
I'll let you off. But just this once, okay? There won't be a next time.
I understand. Thanks. So, will you be handling the whole design for the house and everything related to it then? I mean, the duplex?
Yeah, I think it's for the best if I take over from here. Don't you?
Sure, I think that's better too. Speaking of, if you're going to handle everything, then you're going to take care of the mortgage as well, right?
What? Why do I need to take care of that?
Well, don't you want the duplex to be under your name? Isn't it easier that way since your mom and dad are living there too? There are 3 of you guys, as in people from the same family, then me, your wife. I just think it makes more sense to have you as the main borrower, you know?
Well, yeah. But I'm not sure if my credit score is good enough to get one.
Oh, I'm sure that's fine. Yours isn't that bad. Besides, I heard that there are 2 types of mortgage loans that you can get. A conventional one and a government-backed one. If your credit score isn't high, or say you don't have enough to pay for the down payment, then the government-backed one is the one you want to get. They're not as strict as the conventional ones, where they want borrowers with a high credit score and make you pay more for the down payment too.
Ah, really? Okay, I'll do it your way and put it under my name then.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be easier for when you need other paperwork done related to the house. Less hassle, less stress, etc.
Yeah.
Okay, that's sorted then. Oh, and the divorce papers? I'll just take care of those since we don't need them, yeah? Or do you still want them?
No. We don't need them. You can get rid of them. Thanks.
Okay. So I guess I'll see you when you come home then. What do you want for dinner?
Good question. I'm in a good mood today. I think I want a few beers with my dinner. So whatever will go with the beer is fine.
Okay, sounds great. See you in a bit then.
Okay. So tired. I finally got round to sorting out the papers for the mortgage and whatnot. Took me years, man.
Oh, but that's great. You finally got it done?
Yep. The mortgage is pre-approved and everything. Glad that's over.
Amazing. So what's next?
Well, and now we have to go ahead with the home builders and get them to start building our new home. Woohoo!
Yay!
Let's get down with that tomorrow or later this week. I am so tired from all the paperwork tonight.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that later.
So glad that the most annoying part is over.
Yeah, me too.
FYI, the mortgage is at a 6% fixed interest rate.
Oh, that's a lot. I thought it would be less than 5%.
Yeah, me too, but once we went over the calculations at the bank, it came to that. I'll show you the breakdown when I get home later.
Okay.
We're lucky we have your income, though. If it were just me, I don't think that I would have signed the papers for a 6% interest rate on the house.
My income? What do you mean?
You know what I mean. Making the monthly payments with the interest rate. You paying for it is great. Oh, so thanks, babe.
But I'm not paying for anything. Not a single dollar. What are you talking about?
Huh?
We're getting divorced, remember?
What?
Yeah. So sadly, you're going to have to pay for the mortgage all on your own.
What are you talking about? This isn't funny.
What do you mean? Like I said, we're getting a divorce, right?
No? Honestly, what is this about?
Well, remember when you served me those divorce papers before? Well, to be precise, they were documents called a summons and complaint form, which basically tells me, i.e. the non-filing spouse, that a divorce case has been filed. So all I did was fill out the answer forms to agree to go ahead with the divorce process. I only had a few days to submit it, so I'm glad I did it within the deadline.
Oh, wait. Hold on a second here. But I thought those documents were... They were just there to make you think I was serious about getting the divorce. I didn't mean to actually go through with it.
Well, it's too late now. We've both officially signed the divorce papers, and I believe they're on the way to the family court now. Thanks so much for signing them.
You're kidding, right? I thought you got rid of those papers I put on the kitchen table. You said so yourself.
Oh, no. That's not what I said. I said that I'd take care of them. But I kept them anyway, just in case. And it looks like it was a good idea to keep them now, wasn't it? Scroll up in this chat if you don't believe me.
What the? This is a sick joke.
Nope. Sorry, but this is no joke. This is for real.
Hang on a second. What the? Were you planning this all along? Were you? You knew You made me get the mortgage under my name. You knew you weren't going to pay for the mortgage. You friggin' cow. Look, are you being serious, honey? What happened here? Don't you love me anymore?
No, I don't. I think that you and I have both made it clear that there is no love in this relationship anymore.
That's not true, honey. I love you so much, and you know I do, babe. Honey, you said that you didn't want a divorce. We talked about this before. I thought that things were good between us.
I only made it good between us because I was waiting for you to get your mortgage application done. Now that it really is done, I guess there's no need for me to fake it anymore. I don't have to fake a smile for you, or cook for you, or do anything for you anymore. Oh, how amazing. This feels so good.
What do you mean, baby? Oh, just don't do this to me, Julia.
No. You've been treating me so badly after the last year or so. I tried to tolerate it. I've tried to fix things between us. But it's gotten to the point where I'm not only burned out, but I just don't see how things can go back to the way they were before. You've become so self-absorbed and condescending. I don't know how to deal with that side of you anymore.
But baby, come on. I'm not really like that deep down, and you know that. You know who I really am, right?
I don't think I do anymore. You've really changed. I really don't know how to love you anymore.
Come on, baby. Give me another chance to prove to you that I'm the love of your life.
Oh, see? You never used to sound so big-headed and arrogant like that. I can't do this anymore. What's done is done now anyway.
So you've been concocting this little plan of yours to get back at me all along. You knew that you were gonna fool me. You knew.
Well, I wouldn't put it like that, but for a few weeks now, yes. I have been planning all this. How could I not? Someone needs to put you in your place, and who better than your ex-wife?
What the? Ex-wife? I still haven't agreed to the divorce yet.
Well, you technically did sign those papers, so yes, I'm already your ex-wife if you ask me.
Oh, man.
You just never care about the way I feel or what I think anymore.
Julia, you can't do this to me. You can't. You better watch your back, you backstabbing witch. You friggin' slut. You're not getting away with this.
Wow. Listen to the change of tone you've got there. I really don't know who you are anymore.
Oh, you cow.
Oh, I think you might like to know something else. I've talked to a lawyer about splitting our assets. I'm making sure I get the best advice, especially since I came into this marriage with more assets than you.
What the hell? What the hell is that? You're taking half my stuff?
Oh, the divorce settlement? Well, that's the basic idea, but it's not going to be half. Don't worry, you'll be left with something, I think. Read it up online. You can find loads of info there. Just Google premarital assets.
What the friggin' hell, dude? Is this some sick, twisted joke? Cut it out, Julia.
Good luck with everything. Can you tell how happy I am now that you got what you deserve?
You're gonna pay for this, witch. I'm gonna make your life a living hell.
Well then, I guess I'll just have to put up a restraining order then. I'll be protected legally that way. So good luck trying to fight that. On top of all the money you have to pay. I'm so done with you, Kevin. Karma is a witch, isn't it?
Karma? What did I ever do to you?
You've been treating me like crap. That's enough for a divorce.
Yo, this isn't fair.
Kevin and I are now officially divorced, and I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. He tried to sue me for fraud, but to no avail. Luckily for me, according to the law, I did nothing wrong. Now that the divorce settlement came through, I have to say life is pretty great. I can afford to live comfortably with my own income and have the settlement as savings. Apparently, Kevin is having a really tough time trying to pay the mortgage on the new duplex without my help. His parents are even chipping in with their pension to make it. Poor them. Apparently, they knew that I had no idea about him wanting a duplex, but decided not to intervene. If you ask me, they're to blame just as much as Kevin. Anyway, what do I care? I'm having the best time of my life being divorced. It was a stressful and draining experience, though, so maybe I'll go on a vacation with my girlfriend somewhere nice. Maybe to Bora Bora, or island hopping in the Caribbeans. Decisions. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like it and see you in the next one.
Amy, I have a teensy-weensy little favor to ask. Hi, I was just thinking about you the other day. I haven't heard from you in a while. What's up? I know it's kind of sudden, but I was wondering if I could move in with you. To my parents' house. Why? Are you being evicted again? Tell my brother to fork out for a nice place this time. I can't stand the thought of you living in that crap hole of an apartment. No, but I've always thought we'd be great roommates, and my husband is still living miles away for work, so I just thought it makes sense that we combine forces. My family lives here. There's no room for you and my brother to move in here. Sorry. Why are you asking and not Duncan? And anyway, I thought you hated living with other people. I remember you moaning about other people's bad habits when you were in university. There wasn't a day that went by without you texting me complaining about your filthy slob roommates. I'll never forget the story you told me about garbage all over the floor and finding a dead kitten on a dinner plate under some newspapers. Yeah, but that was when I was younger. But the older I get, the more I've come to think that living with others is a good idea. Duncan and I want to raise our children in a big family environment. It takes a village to raise a child, as the saying goes. This village doesn't have any spare rooms. It's just you three and your mother, right? It would be pretty easy to fit in one more person. Little old me. I won't cause any fuss, I promise. It's just not possible. This place only has 4 rooms and they are all being used. That's okay. I can sleep in the living room. You've got that folding sofa that turns into a bed, right? I remember sleeping there that time we got hammered watching the Super Bowl. Where you sleep isn't the problem. Have you talked to my brother about this? Yeah. He agrees with me that it would be good if we all lived together. I bet you he's just thinking about the rent money that he won't have to pay. He was always like that. Even when we were kids. Mom would give us $1 to buy candy, and he would put his straight into his piggy bank and then try to take my candy. Anyway, I'll ask him. No, you don't have to. I'm telling you it was a joint decision, so just believe me, okay? Letting you move in here or not is a big decision. I can't just say yes or no on my own. I'll call him and talk it through. But realistically, I just don't think it will work. My mother has her room. Malcolm and I have a room. Nikki has her own room, and the fourth is full of Malcolm's work stuff. There isn't room for another person. I'll talk to Duncan, but don't get your hopes up, okay? So, that's a yes? I can start sending my things over? I've rented a truck for the day after next. Are you listening to me? I said I'd talk it over with my family. Nothing has been decided yet, and you can't just start moving your things in. There is almost no chance my mother and husband will agree, so it doesn't really matter what my brother thinks. Why not? We're all family, right? It doesn't matter. I know you are family, but it's just impossible. You need to understand that. Well, impossible or not. I'm moving in on Wednesday, so could you try and convince your mom and Malcolm? No. I just asked my mother, and she is dead against it. She didn't need any time to think about it. It's totally out of the question, she said. No, you'll have to stay where you are or find another place. Living here is not an option. Well, you say that, but I'm moving in. It's already decided. I've packed everything, and now all that's left is to pack the truck and move my things to your place. Mom will understand, I'm sure of it. You're not listening to me. I feel sorry for you that my brother is so far away. I get that you're lonely and you are always welcome to come and hang out. Nikki loves it when you come over. I'm just saying that living here is not possible. Can you understand that? Yeah, so I'll be there on Wednesday. Dude, you aren't hearing me. You cannot move in here. Good morning. The truck is loaded and ready to go. I'll see you soon. It was a real mission getting everything into the truck. Bob from next door gave me a hand. Hey, is Malcolm there? He's going to have to help me unload when I get there. Duncan's drum kit was a real pain to load, let me tell you. He never uses it, but won't let me sell it. We'll just have to put it in Malcolm's office for now. What are you talking about? Did you forget? Today's the day I'm moving in. We'll be roommates finally. Just like we talked about when we were younger. Oh, I can't wait. We are going to have so much fun. No, nobody has agreed to this. I was very clear when I told you. You cannot move in here. Nobody has allowed it. In fact, Mom threw a glass against the wall when I told her you wouldn't listen. Once I've moved in, she'll be fine. We'll all get along like a house on fire. How can I make this any clearer? We don't want to live with you, okay? You're making this really awkward. And I called my brother. He tells me you guys got divorced some time ago. So what the hell is going on? Why are you trying to move in here to your ex-husband's family home? Huh? What gives, Caroline? Oh, you asked him. Yes, I did. My brother should have told us you guys had broken up, but that doesn't explain what you are trying to pull. What's gotten into you? How on earth did you think we would accept you into our home? I've arrived outside. Can you let me in? No, you can't come in. You need to drive that truck back to your house. What? No way! Just open the door already. Can you stop messing around? It's cold out here and I've only got this truck until this afternoon. You're the one messing around. I've told you I don't know how many times. You cannot move in here. It's impossible. Turn around and go home. Why the hell do I have to let my brother's ex-wife live with us? I'm beginning to think you've got a screw loose. Did the divorce drive you mad? Stop making things more difficult. You're just complicating the matter. Let me in, damn it. This is really stressing me out. Look, I need to move in. It's been a tough year. That's no reason to impose on us. You'll have to talk it out with Duncan. You can't live here. Come on, Amy. Give me a break. I've got nowhere else to go. Everything I own is in this truck. If you don't let me in, I'm going to break a window and let myself in. I'm calling the police. This is too much. You've lost the plot, Caroline. I was trying to be nice and tell you calmly, but you've left me with no choice. You can't threaten to smash a window and force your way in. What? Don't call the cops. Why would you do that? You're threatening violence and unlawful entry. Of course I'm going to call the police. Who wouldn't? It's illegal to smash someone's windows for a start. It's just a figure of speech. I wasn't really going to break a window. Come on, Amy. You know me. I'm beginning to think I don't. The Caroline I know wouldn't behave as crazily as you are acting. Sorry for scaring you. I wasn't going to actually do it, I promise. This isn't something you can just apologize for. You need to turn that truck around and get out of here before the police arrive. I'd drive to the next state if I were you. I don't have any other choice. You'd do the same if you were in my position. Duncan told me I had to get out of our old place or he'd have the police forcibly remove me for squatting. Of course he did. He told me you had some other guy move in with you. All the while my poor brother was paying the rent. Who wouldn't kick you out and divorce you? I was lonely. So was he. But his company sent him to Nebraska with the promise of a promotion if he worked hard for 2 years. And how do you repay his hard work? By shacking up with some other guy? It's no wonder he kicked you out. He canceled the contract on the apartment. I don't have anywhere to go. Can't you make room for just one more person? I'm homeless. If you don't let me stay with you, I don't know what will happen. It's a big house. I won't take up much space. I said no before, but now after witnessing your true colors, I'm even more determined. You will never set foot in this house again. And don't try to talk to my husband or daughter again either. You've lost your mind if you think I'd ever let the cheating ex-wife of my brother live with us. It's never going to happen. Details. We are friends, right? The moving company needs the truck back this afternoon. I need to unload everything, then drive back across town. Can you open the door and have Malcolm come out and help me? Hurry up. The neighbors are starting to stare at me. The police will be here any minute. I think it would be best if you weren't here when they arrive. That's such overkill! This has nothing to do with the police. It's between you and me. It became a matter for the police when you refused to leave and threatened to break windows. They'll arrest you for unlawful behavior, threatening violence and refusal to go away. You just made those up. I've watched enough cop shows on TV to know they aren't real crimes. Anyway, what am I supposed to do with all my things? Just leave them on your lawn? If I don't get this truck back to the moving company by 3 p.m., I'll be charged for another day's rental. I'm pushing the doorbell. Can't you hear me? Open the door! You've got to be kidding me! Never in a million years! I don't know this Caroline, and I don't want to. Are you so far gone that you can't see straight? You are making a big nuisance of yourself, and you are about to be taken into police custody. What am I supposed to do with my damn belongings? I have no idea. You can leave them at the city dump for all I care. You're just not putting them in our house. Seriously, what should I do with them? Take them to your boyfriend's house. Give them to charity. Set fire to them. I don't give a damn. I didn't know you could be so mean. This isn't the Amy I know and love. Come on, girl, we're besties. Remember all the good times we had together? I'm really reaching my limit here. If I crack, I won't be held responsible for what happens. You selfish cow! Don't come near me or anyone in my family ever again. And don't text or call me either. We are finished as friends. Maybe one day you'll see how ridiculous you're being. I hope the police lock you up in a cold, dark cell. That should give you some time to think about how crazy you have been. And for the last time, I'm not letting you in. So give up and go home. My boyfriend doesn't have a house, or a job, or a car, or a family for that matter. I need somewhere to put my things. I can't tell my parents. If they find out I was cheating on Duncan, they'll disown me. I always felt they liked him more than their own daughter. If they even found out he divorced me, they'd probably disown me. Oh, that's bad timing then. I asked my brother to contact your parents and tell them what was happening. You did what? Ah, Jesus, Amy! I don't know why you didn't tell them. You need to call them and explain what is going on. Beg them to take you in. They won't. And now that Duncan has told them everything, I doubt they'll ever talk to me again. I'm ruined. I couldn't give a damn about that. Just get out of here before the police arrive. Stop trying to force your problems onto my family. We have nothing to do with your troubles. I'm sorry, Amy. I have nowhere else to turn. I'm going to be homeless. But can I just leave my things with you? If I'm honest, it was all Duncan's fault. What the? Now what? He was in Nebraska. He only came home occasionally. I was lonely. So I started to look for comfort. I only had the affair because I was so lonely. Why are you telling me this? You don't have to, can't justify your behavior. Even if you were lonely, you can't blame this on my brother. You knew what you were getting into when you got married. And anyway, you're divorced now, right? You can't use my brother as an excuse. You aren't part of this family anymore. Right now, we just want you to leave. I don't have anyone else I can ask. I really have nowhere to go. You know, this would have gone a lot better if you had just said that in the first place. We were friends, but you've completely destroyed that. Can't you show a little sympathy? I really need a friend right now. If it had been my brother who had an affair, I might have had some compassion towards you. I might have even sided with you, taken you in. But that's not what happened. My brother may be an idiot, but he's not the one who cheated. You are 100% to blame for this. And you had ample chances to stop it, too. But you didn't. And now we are here, with you on my doorstep and the police only minutes away. It looks like the police have arrived. Amy, wait! You can't just turn your back on me! We were best friends! I'm your sister! Not anymore. I don't want anything to do with you. I know we had some good times together, but that's all in the past. Please don't ever call or text me again. You can't be serious! After all we've been through! Come on, Amy! Please? We were family! Don't do this to me! I told you simply and clearly from the start that you couldn't move in here. Why didn't you understand that? If you had, we wouldn't be in this mess. If you think about it, if you'd listened to me from the outset, nobody would have known about your affair. For whatever reason, Duncan didn't tell us. Maybe he was ashamed of what had happened. I don't know. But you have exacerbated the situation. And now we have you threatening to smash windows. The police are here, by the way. You need help, Caroline. I hope you get it. You're a horrible person. I needed help and you just ignored it. I had no option but to ask my sister-in-law for help and you turned your back on me. I meant no harm. I just needed a place to stay for a while. You meant no harm? What you are doing is punishable in court. Get the hell off my property. You need help. I hope a spell in jail helps you think straightly again. My brother says his lawyer is going to be calling you today. You see? You don't have any allies in this. You need to get the hell away from here. Now! What should I do with my things? The truck is full of stuff. I'll be charged for another day if I don't take the truck back. You are about to be arrested and you are worried about paying late fees? You really don't have any money, do you? Did you spend it all on your boyfriend? Come on, Amy, please. Tell the cops it is all a misunderstanding. I'm done with you. You're on your own. Good luck, Caroline. After that, Caroline was taken into police custody. Her possessions were held for a while by the moving company. Apparently, her parents covered the costs, but that was the last contact they ever had with her. She had no other option but to work in seedy bars at night to pay off her debts. She seems to have just disappeared into the night. No one knows what happened to her after that. She hasn't been seen for months. Rumor has it, you can find her if you go deep into the red light district of town.
Cindy! Hey, Cindy! Are you ignoring me on purpose? Where did you go? Cindy!
Hi, Farah. What is it with all the messages? What do you want now?
There you are! I was just wondering when you were going to get out of our neighborhood. You see, it's really time you left us alone.
What do you mean, when are you going to get out? I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying put right here, Farah. Is that a problem for you?
A problem? Well, of course it's a problem. And it's not going to be a problem for just me, but for everyone here.
Who says?
We all want you out of here. What good will a poor old hag do for this wonderful neighborhood? You're only ruining our entire reputation.
What did you just call me?
An old hag? Look, poor people aren't nothing but detrimental to this promised land. Don't you agree?
Promised land? Oh, that's big. I wouldn't go that far if you're talking about this neighborhood. Especially if pests like you are living in it.
Oh my God, just listen to that filth coming out of your mouth. That's all the more reason for you to get out and leave us alone.
Weren't you the one who called me an old hag? I don't think I'm the one with a filthy mouth here. And give me one good reason as to why I should ever do what you say.
Because I care about this neighborhood. I want to keep it safe from poverty-stricken lowlives like you. Why do you even exist? You don't even have the right to breathe the air that we do.
And who do you think you are? You have absolutely no right to tell me what to do, Farah.
I think that you'll find that I can say whatever I want to whoever I want, and whenever I want. Thank you very much.
Farah, look, listen, I understand if we, meaning me and my son, did something to upset you, but as far as we are concerned, we've done nothing wrong. What exactly do you think we did to you? Why are you this spiteful to us?
Good question. Well, let's see. Aside from the fact that you are broke as hell, well, here's one. You stink!
What the heck?
Just like those beggars you see sitting on the side streets on some drenched cardboard boxes downtown.
Well, if you want to know, I use a great fabric detergent to wash our clothes, so me and my son smell just fine. Or what, Farah? Do you mean that it's too strong for your liking? Oh, miss, I'm so high maintenance.
I'm just saying you guys are both gross. I'm telling you, on behalf of this entire neighborhood, to just leave this place, okay? Why would people like you come and sneak in to live in an upscale neighborhood like this anyway? We're all talking about how you must have smuggled yourselves in here, you know?
Well, it's always nice to know that people are talking about you behind your back, isn't it? And don't you think you're being out of line by judging us like that?
But it's all true, isn't it? I only talk about what's true, Cindy. I'm not interested in lies.
You don't know the first thing about our financial status, so what makes you think you know what's true? What do you know? I heard from the other moms that you've been telling them about how poor I am, too. Don't you think that's just crazy to spread rumors about me like that?
Oh, please. I just know what my community likes and doesn't like. No one likes poor people. I'm only trying to save us from one less poor family to deal with. Oh, and by the way, I guess you might have noticed the broken mailbox outside your house. That was a success, huh?
What? Wait a minute. So that was you? I did have a hunch that it could be you.
What? Oh, no. I never said it was me, did I? I just saw it and thought, oh, poor little Cindy, somebody broke her mailbox. I never said it was me. Geez, jumping to conclusions much?
Funny that, because it looks like only someone as childish as you would do something as childish as that.
Oh, well, the bottom line is that it's broke. Poor thing. Now you're going to have to replace it, right? I don't suppose you have the money for it. I bet you don't. Poor you. You don't even have the money to afford a new mailbox. Trust me, I'm crying for you deep down inside.
Well, if it wasn't you, then who else did it?
How should I know? But it's scary to think that someone could do that, huh? Gosh, you just reminded me to be more careful with mine.
I'm still convinced that it was you, Farah. You said it was a success earlier, so whatever that meant, I take it as you being behind it. You did it. You know that's considered a crime here, right? Destruction of property could cost you a hefty price, Farah.
I told you it wasn't me. You're trying to intimidate me, aren't you? I can see what you're trying to do, you know. I'm not scared of you. Why would I be intimidated by a low-life weirdo? I told you, I'm just trying to make this place a safer place to live. Call it my duty to fumigate this neighborhood.
Fumigate? You're so damn rude. What is wrong with you? Last time I checked, I thought we lived in a free country where we can all choose where we want to live. Who gives you the right to decide who lives here and who doesn't?
Well, we absolutely don't want poor single moms like you living here or anywhere near our children.
Ah, so here comes the truth. You've got something against single moms, huh?
And now you're finally catching on. That's right. Single-parent families don't belong in this neighborhood.
Well, you can hate me all you want, Farah. Be judgmental and be critical and see if I care. But don't try to oust me from this neighborhood based on that.
But how do you think that we would feel with someone like you around here? I'm already scared knowing that you're across the road from where I live. What if you come in to rob and steal our things? I mean, we have a solid home security system, so don't go thinking that you can just barge into my house, okay?
That's crazy. I would never rob anyone. Are you crazy?
Just do us all a favor and leave, will you?
If anything, don't you think that me and my son should be the ones scared of you? We're the ones who had our mailbox damaged. We're the ones with our neighbor yelling at us to move out of town.
Like I said, I don't like it when poor people live in the same area as me. So leave.
Why do you think we're so poor? What evidence are you basing this on? We live a perfectly normal life and can afford things that we need. We might not be living in luxury, but we don't even want to. Why do you care so much about other people's status?
It's not that I care so much. In fact, it's the opposite. I don't care. I just want you out.
There's no point in trying to reason with you, is there?
Look, all I'm saying is that you're a single mom with no husband to support you. And with no husband, you have no income. With no income, you are poor. You are poor. So get out.
You have no right to talk to me like that, Farah. You have no right. Take it back. If you must know, my husband died from cancer, and whether or not I'm widowed should have nothing to do with you or anyone.
Well, my husband is a doctor. You can't beat that now, can you? Ha!
Yes, we all know that your husband is a renowned doctor. Who haven't you told at this point? But that's just about your husband's achievements, isn't it? It's not about you at all. That just goes to show how little you have to say about your own success, don't you think? If anything, I would have thought that you would be embarrassed by it.
By what?
By boasting about your husband's success because you don't have any to show for yourself.
Well, no, darling, why would I be? I'm the one who he chose to get married to. He decided to make me his wife. In other words, a doctor chose me to marry him. Isn't that quite the achievement? Oh, but you wouldn't know. You're just well, let's face it. You're just you, aren't you?
You really need to shut your mouth. Nobody is impressed by what you say about your husband being a doctor. No one gives a donkey about what you or your husband does. So anyway, why don't you just friggin' admit it?
Admit what?
Isn't it time for you to admit that you really were the one who broke our mailbox?
Not this again.
In fact, were you the one who threw those stones through our window?
That was also you, wasn't it? Honey, I have no idea what you're talking about. You're just dumb as a post.
No, you're dumb as a post, and you'll see why soon enough, Farah.
Well, there won't be a soon, Cindy. I won't let my children go anywhere near your son. I don't want them to bring home any of your poor habits they might have picked up off of him.
How dare you bring my son into this? You've crossed the line with that one. Don't think you can play smart with me, Farah.
Play smart? What do you mean? Don't you mean that I am smart? 'Cause you know that I am, right? So no can do, right? My husband is a doctor, which means I get to decide who lives around me or not.
If I recall, you were the one who moved in after me. I moved in way before you did. So, do you still think you can decide who lives here or not? Because if you do, you're seriously deranged.
Of course I do.
Well, here's something for you to remember tonight. What you did is grounds for me to file a complaint. I'm going to report you for breaking and entering and property damage. Just because your husband is a doctor, that doesn't mean you can get away with the law.
The law? Excuse me, but I make the laws around here. I am the law.
Wow, you are definitely deranged. Something must be wired differently up there in your head.
Poor people don't have the right to do or say anything, especially not around me. So, speaking of admitting to things, why don't you admit that you're not fit for this neighborhood, huh? Single moms leave. Single moms leave. Single moms leave. That's what we'll be chanting outside your door if you don't leave, Cindy. No space for losers. No space for losers. Oh, that one might have a better ring to it, though. That's a tough one to decide between.
So, I'm a loser too now, huh?
Yep, I'm the gorgeous celebrity around here who has a doctor as her husband. And you're just a Mrs. No One, okay?
Well, if you didn't know already, which I assume you didn't, let me tell you one thing. I am the director at the hospital.
What now?
I can see that you and your husband don't do a lot of talking, huh?
What are you talking about now, honey?
Like I said, I am the director of the hospital that your husband works at. Didn't you know?
That's total nonsense. Is this what happens to poor people like you? Become cuckoo?
I won't have you talk about single parents like that. How shallow and narrow-minded of you to associate single parents as low-income earners, especially when you have never worked a day in your life. How dare you look down on people like that when you have no flipping right?
What has gotten into you all of a sudden?
I'm not here to play games with you anymore, Farah. I'm sick of your stupid little games. You break into my property, you not only belittle me, but my son too, and we have both done nothing to you. And all the while not knowing that I'm your husband's boss? Who's the one with the authority here now, huh, Farah?
What? No, that's really not true. Is it?
My husband used to be the director at the hospital, But as I told you, he passed away, so I took over to become the next director. We're both doctors.
Don't make me laugh. You're a woman.
And what? Just because I'm a woman, it doesn't mean that I can't be a director at a hospital. Is that what you're saying? And Farah, just because you couldn't achieve anything in life, that's not because you are a woman. It's most likely because you're incompetent and a bad person.
What? No. How could you be so mean to me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I only talk about the truth here. Remember when you said those words to me? It would be nice if I could just leave it as you being incompetent, right? Well, it's too bad that it only gets worse from here. You're not only incompetent and a terrible, awful person, but you've also committed petty crimes, which makes you a criminal too.
Oh, come on. A criminal? Me? All I did was break something that was already broken.
If you're talking about my mailbox, that was not broken. How do you explain my windows then? Either way, I've already filed a complaint now. Yes, I did it while I've been texting you.
You did? Cindy, why are you getting so mad about something so small? Why don't you calm down and drink some tea? That should calm you down. Look, I never knew you were my husband's boss. I just thought you were a poor single mom. I admit what I said was rude, but look, I admit to them now, okay? I'll be nicer to you. So, truce?
Oh, you must be joking. Truce? After all the insults you threw at me? No, Farah. Crimes were committed, regardless of how petty they were, and I'm only doing what's right by reporting them. I wouldn't want a criminal in my neighborhood.
Yes, but you see, I'm not a criminal, and filing a report is taking it too far, right? I never meant to do that anyway. I mean, it was never intentional, you know? It's not like I meant to hurt you on purpose, okay?
And is that the best you can come up with? Try harder, Farah. And don't worry, I'll make sure that your husband finds out about every speck of detail that he needs to know. He should be on his night duty tonight, right?
No, don't bring him into this, Cindy.
I have everyone's schedule on what we call a master schedule, you see. I know exactly where your husband is right now.
No, Cindy, wait!
Imagining your husband's reaction, are you? Well, if I were you, I'd be worried too.
Well, if you know, then stop this. What's the point in telling my husband?
If I were you, I would be prepared for whatever he might tell you. Let's see, he might tell you to finally get a job and know what it's like to earn your own money. He might even kick you out of the house. What else might he say? I'd start packing my things now, just in case.
That's crazy. I'll have nowhere to go if I don't live here. This is my house. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so of course I don't have any income.
And to think that you were trying to oust me from this neighborhood when you don't even know the first thing about living on your own. That's real rich, Farah. Some hypocrite you are.
I'm really sorry, Cindy. Really. I never meant to talk down on you and treat you like an actual poor person. And I will admit that maybe I did get a bit too carried away about the fact that I'm a doctor's wife. But see, I do feel guilty now. I'm sorry if I was rude, Cindy.
Oh, you've been rude enough to me, Farah. I guess the police will take it from here. I'll let them decide what kind of punishment they think is appropriate.
No, Cindy, that's why I'm saying sorry to you like this. Let's not get the police involved. Please, let's keep it between the two of us.
No, but I'd be prepared to pay for some fines, Farah. For my mailbox, then for my windows. Oh, and the tremendous amount of emotional damage you've caused for me and my son.
What? Fines? Emotional damage?
Of course. My son and I are so hurt by you. Anyway, you're always gloating over how poor we are and boasting about your own wealth. What's there to worry about? The fine should be chump change for you, right?
Yeah, but that's still my husband's money.
Speaking of your husband, he's been very apologetic to me since I told him about what's been happening.
I can't believe you told him. I told you not to.
At least he seems remorseful.
I am too. Honest, Cindy, I really am. Cindy, please. By the way, we also made a deal which you should probably know about. A deal? What deal? Well, the thing is, I was going to fire your husband, you see. No, please don't. Right, he said the same thing, so I offered him my little proposal. What's that? That provided you pay for every fine you get, I won't fire him. What does that mean? Meaning that your husband won't be paying a single dollar for what you owe me. You need to pay for all the damages you've caused here. But I don't have a job. Well, what to do now, huh? Oh, and he did mention a divorce too, but I'll let you guys settle that since it's none of my business. A divorce? What? What did he say? Oh, nothing much, just how he wants nothing to do with you, and he's had enough of you. He wants a divorce, blah, blah, blah. Something boring like that. What? No! Please tell me that's not true. I can't handle paying anything with my own money. I always use my husband's credit card. Don't tell me he's going to stop me from being able to use it. Ooh, lots more to figure out, huh? You did make your own bed, Farah. Now you just have to lie in it and pay for it yourself. Remember how you were trying to force me to move out of this neighborhood? Well, now it looks like you might be the one moving out of this so-called promised land, huh? Farah has been a problematic neighbor ever since she moved in. She causes trouble on a daily basis and has actually done more damage than break a mailbox and windows. She's sent threatening letters, texts, threw her trash into Cindy's yard, and the list goes on. The fact that she belittled Cindy's son just crossed the line, though. Once Farah found out that Cindy was her husband's boss, she seemed to have a sudden change of heart. She apologized and apologized, but it was all a little too late. Apparently, he filed for a divorce and she's weeping night after night over it. It seems like her husband is going to take full custody of her children and have his mother come and help him out at the house. Poor thing. Farah now has to find her own place to live and somehow pay off all these fines that she brought on herself. I heard that she's working part-time somewhere and having a difficult time making ends meet, and a friend told me that she's complaining about having to work. I guess now she knows how incompetent she really is. Let's just hope that she learns a lesson or two. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like it and see you in the next one.